Okay, cool. Yeah, apologies for looking very bummy. Literally, I just woke up and just started working, but apparently the chapter's out, and I have 35 minutes before my next meeting, so I'm gonna try and do that within this time frame. Um, yeah, so I have the chapter open here. The truth about that day. This sounds, whew, this sounds very not like ominous, but very like kind of like foreboding and important. So this sounds like some like flashback, like something in a flashback. It's got to be like a flashback. The truth about that day, like in the past, right? So, yeah, damn. Like, why is my okay? I look very bummy, by the way. Sorry, I haven't even got up. I haven't even brushed my fucking teeth yet. I'm about to do that after this. So, yeah. I don't really know anything about this chapter aside from the title. I did see like in a chat that I'm a part of, like someone changed their name to admirals are frauds. So maybe like an admiral is getting gonna get packed in this chapter. I don't know who it is, which admiral. I don't know what they say. But if it is what I think it is, if it is how I am imagining it, once again, I just feel like Oda just continues to not deliver with the Marines, and especially Green Bull. I feel like Green Bull is such a disappointment to me. I just don't think that character is cool at all. And one of the worst things I feel like you can do in a story is introduce like a character that's been hyped up, or who is established as like the super important, super powerful character, and then they get kind of owned within like a chapter or two of their introduction. It's not that just One Piece, and it's not just not that it just happened to Green Bull, because like obviously Green Bull fought like the scabbards, right? And then Shanks immediately comes in and steals all his thunder, completely like destroys any sort of like positive sort of grandiose thing emphasis about his appearance, right? But then Green Bull kind of makes up for it, like when we figure out that he took Weevil. So the implication is that he defeated Weevil, which is pretty impressive. That gives him plus points. But to kind of what I'm talking about, to kind of like give other examples of what I'm talking about, another would kind of be like Father at the end of FMA, like when he immediately becomes like his young form, and then he only flexes in that young form for like a couple chapters, or a couple like maybe like a couple minutes or a couple chapters before he gets owned. Same thing with like Boo when he absorbs Gohan, and then he's beating or like he's getting like he's chasing Goku and Vegeta, and then they fuse into Vegeta, and then Boo with Gohan absorbed just gets immediately owned. Another example would be like in Xenoblade 3 with Ethel, strongest soldier in all of Keves gets owned by one of the weakest consoles, So I've always never just been a fan of that. So I'm hoping that does not happen here, but let's go ahead and see. Anyway, 3 minutes into the video, I have 30 minutes left. Let's go through this. Okay, so let's see. The truth about that day. Okay, so Doflamingo by Makuro. What? So this is Makuro with an I, but Makuro with the U means crow. So Doflamingo tending to a fallen chick and making a nest with his coat. I like that he has the head the band-aid. That's a pretty good Oh, some of these trees are they I always get reminded of like the Namek trees anytime I see like a thin tree with like leaves like on the top like in a this is not circular, it's more like a cloud-like formation, but I always get reminded of that. Anyway, it kind of looks like the long island, whatever, where Luffy and the crew were before they met Kuzan. Anyway, chapter the notes. I finally caught a Galarian Moltres with my own hands. Has everyone else already got one? Yeah, Galarian Moltres looks cool, but it looks cooler than the Kanto Moltres for sure. You know, and the typing and stuff too. At least in my opinion, it does. Yeah, Oda is definitely like a Nintendo Pokemon sort of person for sure. Okay, Kamabaka Queendom. Oh right. Oh shit. Okay, I completely forgot. Yes, Asaba's probably going to tell them about him, and then the revolutionaries, when they were freeing Kuma, they clashed with Green Bull and Isho. Okay, gotcha. Okay, we accomplished everything we set out to do. Okay, Oh, this is exciting. This is exciting. Okay. So it looks like Morley is a good guy after all. But notice I don't see Lindbergh anywhere. Okay. All three objectives were taken care of. We officially declared war by destroying the celestial dragon symbol. Oh, okay, okay. So that's why that happened. So if you guys remember, when I was talking about this, I always felt like and I'll get to that later. I always felt that the order of events, right? The order of events with what's it called? Like when they were rescuing Kuma at the time, right? I always thought it weird that like they had to like destroy the symbol and then save Kuma, right? But I think because it doesn't make sense if you're trying to if you're trying to free someone from someone else, you don't want to make a big like commotion of it, right? Like you want to free them first, and then then you would want to make like a big noise or make a declaration or whatever, and then leave, right? But it seems like this happened first, so it seems like Sabo destroyed or they destroyed the symbol first, and they weren't aware yet of Kuma leaving, or that Kuma they hadn't seen Kuma yet as a slave, or the idea was that they would do like the two wanted to get maybe they were using that as a distraction to free Kuma. I don't know. But anyway, okay. But it's kind of good that they're. It's good that Oda is addressing this. All three objectives were taken care of. We officially okay. So the truth of the day is about what happened here. Okay. So we officially declared war by destroying the Celestial Dragon symbol. We rescued Kuma-san and freed as many slaves as possible. Okay. That's what's up. Yeah, slavery. If you can't already tell, is such a big part of One Piece. With Fisher Tiger, with like what was mentioned between Nika, in the previous arc with Who's Who and his connection to slaves. So, this is big. Finally, we managed to find and destroy the Holy Land's food reserves. Oh, okay, okay. The food reserves, the resources. I mean, yeah, like it's about war and shit. But I wonder, do the Celestial Dragons do they have any like particular feeding or like sustenance methods that maybe implies that there's something more than human? I don't know. So what was the fallout? It was nothing to sneeze at, but we got the world's attention, and the Navy ended up sending in the big guns. Meanwhile, we triggered uprisings in 12 nations where we held strong influence, 8 of which were successful. Yeah, so those were the 8 nations that were. Lucia was one of them. Well, you say 8 were successful, but one of them vanished, the kingdom of Lucia. Yeah. Notice how the curls are in even call. I'm telling you, these swirls and like this symbol that Oda has been using for like years now, it's gonna mean something. The headline censored everything, but the 7 others have all declared their intent to no longer pay the celestial tribute or comply with the exploitative exporting of their resources. Yep, good shit. On top of that, the Revolutionary Army is attacking government supply carriers all over the world to stop resources from reaching Merijua. Okay. There's a K after some of these. Okay, might be just her speech, his or her, whatever, speech pattern. They say the Holy Land's high up location makes it an impenetrable fortress. Okay. But we'll see how they like living under siege. They'll finally get a taste of what it is to live in poverty and go hungry. Nice. Okay. Hee haw. That's what I call a result. Indeed, we may not be able to cut off all the. I wonder if Ivankov was like lived in poverty before. Indeed, we may not be able to cut off all their supplies, but we're squeezing them slowly but surely. They must be struggling by now. Mm-hmm. As expected, they're not a foe who will just take this all lying down. Our real battle will start when they mobilize God's Knights. Our real battle will start when they mobilize God's Knights. Huh. So is there a secondary super important fighting force now? God. So you have CP0, but I thought God's Knights were the ones with like that funky looking armor, right? So maybe these are like the heads of them. I don't know. So do you have CP0 and then God's Knights, and then the admirals? You have like okay. So are there like there's 3 different like enemy groups to attack then? Okay. Our real okay. So maybe this is maybe this is Dragon's ultimate fight then, or Sabo's ultimate fight. Because I thought like Sabo and Lucci like they've implied to be like opponents, right? Like as we've seen like in Stampede, but Maybe it is after all. Maybe these God's Knights are the revolutionaries' true enemy. Okay. You realize you will be their number one target, right, Sabo? Or should I start calling you Flame Emperor Boy? So I wonder. So Dragon knows about the God's Knights. How reputable are they? Like, how do people know about them? Okay. I'm not too hot in that name, Humble Sabo. It doesn't matter what the truth behind King Cobra's assassination is. The news reports have made you a hero already. In the eyes of revolutionaries everywhere, authority figures within the rural government are hated for being subhuman monsters. While there are certainly many malignant, power-hungry despots who deserve that reputation, there are also a number of intelligent and fair rulers too. Yeah, that's fair. So he's saying that even though that there's people like Cobra in the world government, they're still treated as like monsters, which is true. You know that happens in the real world. You know, there's I don't know if there's necessarily like good rulers or not. I'm not too politically fluent, but I don't know. Maybe that's true in the real world too. And Alabasta's King Cobra was in a class of his own. Everyone considered him to be an outstanding sovereign. Unfortunately, misinformation spreads faster than news like that. This might be cool to say, but while I feel bad for what happened to King Cobra, I think I can live with the way this all played out if it helps fuel the flames of the rebellion. My, you really are unshakable. Then spit it out already. Okay. His sacrifice was necessary. What really happened? Is there any truth behind this scoop? Oh shit. Damn. He's bleeding. So what happened to Chaka and Pell then? We all shed tears over this just we're trying to find an explanation because we all wanted to believe in you. Okay. Over a month ago, okay, this is exciting. At the home of the gods in the Holy Land of Merijua, not long after the revelry began, they were attacking the home of the gods. Yeah, okay. Get out here and help us, you lousy bureaucrats. They blew up the storehouse. The intruders are within the Revolutionary Army. We're under attack. It's the four captains. Okay. This is outrageous. First they attacked our beloved symbol, and now the plebs have taken away our exquisite food. So there's a lot of like dragon symbolism like in this series. Like you have like Dragon himself. His symbol is that of a dragon. You have the celestial dragons. You have like that underwave current when they were going to Fishman Island, that being a dragon. You have Momo as a dragon. You have Kaido having a dragon fruit. So there's a lot of like dragon symbolism in this. You have Vegapunk trying to recreate dragons. So the importance of dragons is definitely a video I want to make, but I just don't have enough information to come up with like a good solid theory on that yet. Anyway, this is outrageous. First they attacked our beloved symbol. Now the plebs have taken away our food. Does the jealousy of these vermin know no bounds? I don't even want to keep the heads or dispose of them at once. After that, summon all those dreadful bodyguards and have them executed. Those miserable wretches allowed this to happen on their watch. They are pieces of shit. You depraved snail. I told you to hurry. What would you do if something were to happen to me? Ugh. I've had it enough. I'll walk myself. Consider yourself fired, useless piece of trash. Oh, damn, that's a pirate. My gun. Who do you think you are? Oh, is this Karasu? Crowing shot. What the fuck? What kind of devil fruit is this? Escape to the east of the city. What? Okay. It's the Revolutionary Army. So this looks like he has like a this is I don't think this is a Loja, right? This is not a Loja. It could be a Loja fruit and he has a crow aesthetic maybe. But if it's not, what if this is like a mythical zone like Nika where you can have like because like Nika like Luffy's fruit has like it's rubber and fire together. Like it's like very like hodgepodge of different traits. Maybe this is something similar for Karasu? Because I can only think like a mythical zone's like the only other fruit that can do this. Anyway, okay. Get Saint Plumbing to safety. Let's riddle the scum of bullets. Blast him until there's nothing left. There really is nothing left. Don't tell me he's... Psh, okay. A belly shot. A belly suit. Oh, is he the suit fruit? Oh, he is the suit fruit. Okay. Oh, belly suit. So he's... Okay, so he's based after soot. Okay. Which is like ash, chimney ash. Okay, so maybe the crow stuff is just like his aesthetic. Okay. Laser shooter. Hurry up. Gather at the east side of the city. We're going to get you out of here, okay? I thank you so much. Thank you all so much. You can thank us when you're free. Okay, so Lindbergh. Okay. They're really going at it all over there. The way they're headed. Hurry up and release everyone. Leave it to me. Crow. Renkon. Damn, so he's attacking Fujitora. Oh my, this boy sure likes to play rough. Okay, Morley versus Green Bull. You're the ones destroying the city. Just cough up where your leader went off to. You shouldn't sniff around and sniff around and stalk people, you dirty little perv. Okay, so they are admiral level. I don't know. You're as bad as him. Watch where you're swinging. Ryogu Q, you Green Bull, you bastard. I'll see to it that you hang if any of us get hurt. Damn it, it's impossible to fight here. Get out of the way already. Okay. Fujitora, what do you think you're doing? I'm calling in a meteor strike. Don't be an idiot. That's a terrible idea. There are two admirals here. If we're anywhere but the home of gods, there'd be more enough. There are two admirals here. If we were anywhere but the home of the gods, that'd be more than enough power to turn any battlefield upside down. Yep, just as we saw with Kuzan and Sakazuki. Even, oh, CP9. Their CP0 looks like. Jabra, Bluno, okay. Oh, I like Japapa's look. Even if you ignore the handicap, the Rev captains are doing well to stand their ground. Just goes to show they're no pushovers. Okay. So I guess they're slightly below Admiral level, I assume. Sabo, don't you have the keys to these collars yet? I just found out where they keep them. It won't be long. Lindbergh, what's up? Kuma-san's in Pangaea Castle too. I just spotted him with that dumb father and son, Saint Duo, Roswald, and Charlos. They must be so looking to get revenge for that thing we heard about at the public courtyard. What the hell? He hasn't given up on getting. I'll make her my pet. He hasn't given up on getting Shirahoshi. Okay. I won't forgive them for using Kuma-san like this, but yeah, we won't let them get away with it. Morley, make sure everything's ready. Okie dokie. Oh shit, here's Bonnie. Oh yeah, so Bonnie was in the fucking. She was in the fucking sea. Okay. Okay, can't you buzz off? I'd rather have Vice Admiral Garp's help. Don't worry, we'll protect you. Like you protected Shirahoshi. Oh, wait, you didn't. And that. Oh, okay, so here's Lucci. And that creep's definitely going to target her again. So, Bonnie and Lucci are now at Egghead. So, did they interact here, maybe? I mean, Lucci's there because of the Vegapunk assassination stuff, right? But. So, Bonnie somehow went from. Yeah, okay, yeah, of course that makes sense. Yeah, she went from here, Marijoa, to Egghead. So I assume Kuma maybe somehow used his powers again? Maybe he reawakened his love, reawakened his human self and his cybernetic self and teleported her away. I assuming that's what happened. I'm afraid only King Cobra has been permitted an audience with the five elders. Oh, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Either they kill him or Im does. But Chakapel. This won't take long and it would be tedious for you to wait outside. It'd be much better use of your time to look out for Vivi. She's always been a mischievous one. You can't let her out of your sight for a second. What's the purpose of... Oh, that's the end of the chapter? Fuck! That's the end of the chapter? So he's definitely going to talk with them about, like, the poneglyphs and shit. Okay, so... Dude, if we get Im's appearance... the next chapter, dude... Oh, man, that would be something incredible. Sheesh. Okay. I don't know if this was live reaction worthy, honestly. I mean, I'm not mad that I did it, but like, I mean, my question was answered. Like, where were Chaka and Pell, right? So yeah, okay. So he left them outside, not showing their faces. I don't think that's intentional, but okay. Imagine if Chaka and Pell got like awakened. Can you believe that? Awakened Jackal, awakened Falcon. They are the guardian deities of Alabasta, like they're animals. So I wonder if that means anything. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so Vivi disappeared. So I guess who was Vivi was with Wapple, right? So Wapple is somehow involved with Lucci here. So Cobra is probably going to die here thanks to Im and Shore, one of the five elders. I guess maybe Saint J Garcia since we see him now. Maybe Saturn. Okay, yeah, Bonnie. What happened to her? I guess Kuma teleported her away. She's gonna meet with Sabo, I assume. So I guess Lindbergh and Morley don't have devil fruits. I guess, right? Okay. Okay, I mean, we get Karasu's fruit. We finally see what it is. It's not tar, but it's soot. Okay. Yeah, I guess Crow is just as aesthetic. Like Karasu means crow, or Mukuro means crow too, or Mukuro means raven, I think, and then Karasu means crow, and then he's shooting out crows, and then he has like a crow mask. So okay, we see another okay. So we're getting the truth of what happened on the Reverie. Okay, interesting shit. Yeah, that's the end of the chapter. I don't really have anything else, guys. I'm just now. I hope we don't get a break for the next chapter. That's all I can hope for. So, oh yeah, do we have a break? I hope not. But damn, okay. So I guess the admirals and the, I would say I think the admirals are still stronger. I think. Okay, yeah. So no break, said. But yeah, I'm gonna say Dragon is definitely above Admiral level, which means he's above first. I don't know if Dragon's like necessarily like an Emperor. He might be. Who knows? But I guess the reason they haven't been able to move yet is because yeah, just various other shit. God's Knights. Okay. So when my friend said like admirals are frauds, he was just talking about like God's Knights, and it's not that they're frauds. It's just like there's other strong people. So okay. So if the idea is that if Dragon is saying here the real battle will start when they fight against God's Knights. So if revolutionaries and God's Knights, maybe CP0 is somehow involved in that. If they're like the main clash for them there, right? So I guess and if we see that the revolutionary captains are fighting the admirals somewhat evenly here, one on one too, at least for some of them, right? I guess the God's Knights are in their relative vicinity. So these guys are above like first mate level too. Okay, so they have the forces. It seems like they have the forces. It seems like so now the power structure makes a little more sense, right? Like I always hated like how Oda portrayed like the Marines, the world government, like just showing them like waiting, not actually fighting, not fighting like top tiers. But it's good to know they actually it seems like they actually have the strength. But I just wish we would see more showcases of the display against more suitable opponents, you know? So it makes sense like how they have like the pirate world like with the road poneglyphs and One Piece and how they're trying to like end the age of pirates and everything. Makes sense. It's just that the emperors and the Yonko slash emperors they're just too fucking powerful, you know. So okay, yeah. So the power structure, and how like they were initially employing the warlord. So damn, they got Seraphim, they got God's Knights, they got CP0, and they got the admirals who are technically just like a marine force. And they got Garp, who I don't think will fight for them, but okay, okay. A lot of matchups in this last saga, so okay. Okay, alright, yeah, that's the end of the chapter. Good some nice clarity there, if you will. Some new plot reveals some plot twist there, so good shit. Tell me what you guys think. I'm gonna end the video here because I have a meeting in 12 minutes. I do want to prepare for that, so I'm gonna make my way over there. But yeah, I think my main breakaway from this chapter is that I'm more so just excited for the next one because that could be a potential M reveal. Which, if that is going to be, I am definitely live reacting to that shit. So, I will see you guys there. Peace and have a good day.